A pleasant good evening to you all. I am Shane Harris, and from my family to yours, a happy belated Halloween, a happy belated Diwali, and we welcome you to the first Shane Harris Tonight of the month of November. Now, sorry that this is being taped on a Friday instead of Saturday due to work obligations. Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with some of those, obviously, but that doesn't stop me from giving out a great episode. But this episode's even gonna be, it's gonna be great, if not better, because of the cartoon we're gonna talk about. It's an Emmy nominee for Best Original Theme Song for a TV show in 2005-6. Sure, it lost to Edward Shearer's Masters of Horror, and it was a contender alongside Fox's Prison Break, FX, and Steven Bochco's Over There, and some show I never heard of called Rome. You may be wondering, what cartoon is this? Well, I'll give you a hint. Its theme song has a BPM that's well over 100. It's CGI animated. And it happens to be a Disney series. A Jetix show. Well, this is where I have to come to my little handy dandy TV with a DVD player running. I want you to say hello to Get Ed. This is a series from 2005, and yes, my TV does give off a lot more light than my little lamp over there. I don't know how long that lamp was there. It was definitely there before I moved out here in 07, so yeah. Now you may be wondering, how the hell did we end up here, folks, in terms of a cartoon? Now, this guy in the UK named Andy Knight, who sadly passed away well over a decade ago, he basically did a little commercial for Puma over there. Basically, it's about this adult who basically was like a very fast delivery guy. He had his own hoverboard, went through a crazy metropolis. It's basically a classic take on the line 30 minutes or less. The commercial was successful back in 2002, I believe. So much so that he wanted to readapt it into a cartoon, this time featuring a character that's much younger. And instead, he'll be delivering pizza, and thus the Get Ed gimmick was born, where the tagline was back in its pilot stage was 30 minutes or it's his ass. Yeah, I'm not joking, folks. The Get Ed Jetix YouTube page has a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff in there, plus every episode of what would eventually become the main Disney TVA/Jetix cartoon Get Ed, with Lion Smith and Megan Fahlenbach in it. All remastered in top-notch quality, so you'll be enthralled by what this series can do. As you can see, it is a CGI animated series from 2005. And you may be wondering, how the heck is the Toon Disney Screenbug there? Well, let me tell you this. If you recall the previous episode of Shane Harris Tonight, I have this. If you're an American or a Canadian, the North American spec DVD release of The Wild from 2006 happens to be the only official time that we ever got to see Get Ed on any form of media that isn't just cable TV. Yep. Not streaming. No official DVD release of the series. And it's just this 30-second promo. Now, I'm running this on my PS2 because TV is a bit of a pain in the butt with my little LG right down there. And unfortunately, it does not play audio because the commercial was done in stereo or maybe mono instead of the Dolby Surround I have worked into my PS2. Or, I don't know. I'm not a frickin' technician. But the overall story is simple. This is a storyline-driven series from start to finish. Just like Detention Air, it is unfortunately a series that ends on a cliffhanger. Welp. But Lion Smith gets to play this character, is simply named Ed. We don't know much about the character, but all we know is he happens to be friends with a whole group of quote-unquote couriers that work for the dojo delivery business. They get to deliver stuff ASAP, and they also get to kick some ass against some nut job named Bedlam. So, it is pretty interesting. And when you watch the series, you'll be witnessing a whole lot of fights. A whole lot of fights queued up to an OST that is insane. Literally, it is pretty damn good. Despite coming out of the same guys who composed the theme music for the early seasons of Pawn Stars. I'm not even joking when I said that. So, yeah, their IMDb is very useful, and because of its theme music being just amazing, it got to be an Emmy nominee. And probably the most unknown Emmy nominee for a cartoon ever. Because on that ballot in 2006, you had other cartoons that were nominated for their top writing, such as like Foster's or Juniper Lee, and your usual 20th TV cartoons like The Simpsons and Family Guy. All those usual cats out there. But this was the only time a Jetix series has ever managed to get an Emmy nominee. And it comes from a character most people don't know about. And this is as close as you can get on my channel, unless if you go into my community tab, where I posted the show's official theme music. That's courtesy of a fan-made YouTube page that managed to restore every single episode, plus behind-the-scenes featurettes and whatnot of the show. So, it's pretty damn good. And funny enough, one of the bonus featurette videos had, like, music from Overseer in it. Yeah, the song Super Moves from Overseer, that's famously used in the Animatrix and also in the commercial and trailer for Need for Speed Underground. Yeah, I know about that because I have NASCAR Thunder 04, and Underground is one of the games that you can actually watch a commercial for in the season preview section. And let's see, what else happened here? Oh yes, the series is dubbed in multiple different languages worldwide. It went as far as Albania, surprisingly. And after all, it is a pretty fun show. The pilot is fun, and the main series overall is just phenomenal. Though you're gonna need to pay attention when you watch the show. Because if you don't pay attention, you'll be missing some key hints to what would happen further down the line. That warning is going to apply to Detention Air as well, or any single movie that Quentin Tarantino has ever done. Very simple enough, because I fell asleep on one part of, like, I believe it was Desperado or Once Upon a Time Mexico. I think it was Desperado. And I missed a critical part where some gunfight happens or something. I don't know, but still. Overall, this series S-tier, top-tier Disney stuff that most people will never get to hear about. But you may be wondering, where did it air in the US? Well, Toon Disney, now known as Disney XD, was one of those places. Jetix had its own channel, but that went kaput, and ABC Family had it. Yeah, ABC Family, aka Freeform. They carried it as well. And sadly, this show did not run long. From 2005 to 2006. Didn't even make it into 07. Pretty unfortunate. And they did have a season 2 planned, but it never came about. And then a few years after, Andy Knight passed away, so that hurts. A guy who is from the UK, who worked alongside Canada's Red Rover to come up with an idea for Disney TVA and Jetix, and thus create a banger that needs to be watched. So, I'm urging y'all to watch the series on YouTube. It's the only way you can, outside of pirating it. Now, you may be wondering what's coming up next on to my Shane Harris Tonight program. I have the likes of Super Noobs plus Detention Air. They're all coming up. In fact, head over to my community tab. You'll see the list of cartoons I have planned within this month after Get Ed, plus the rules on how each show can qualify onto my page. There's 6 rules and maybe a hidden 7th. The hidden 7th being, it's my channel. So that means the ones I watch are the ones that could be eligible to qualify. You guys just have to guess on which ones that could end up on my channel. So, I also have my 50th short coming up tomorrow night, or should I say Saturday, the day of this video being posted. And oh yeah, after that, I can finally bring you Shane Harris Live. My live streams. So that means NCAA Football 05. That means Pennsylvania Pump Primers. That means a live Q&A session. So give me the best questions you got, and I'll answer them. Heck, I'll definitely make chicken salad out of chicken shit if I have to with all the questions you guys out there have. And I check my channel analytics every day. We got viewers from the ages of 7 to like early 50s. We got people from US, Canada, and France watching. And by the way, the French viewers out there who make up 2% of my viewership, there will be a Code Lyoko video coming up. And maybe an Oban one too. But I'm gonna have to find a way to watch Oban, because it's hard to come across in terms of full episodes. So yeah. Anyway, next week, we got a great episode lined up. We got Detention Air or Super Noobs. I just have to check onto the community tab. So you guys know the drill. Be patient. And remember to like and subscribe. And also comment on my videos, because it helps generate more views and also generate a good conversation between me, Mr. Shane Harris, and to you, the viewers at home. So, I hope you enjoy this very warm start to November. Hopefully we get some rain, because there's forest fires up in Rockaway near New York, and not too far down the street in Down Township right outside of Bridgeton. So, we just gotta pray we get some rain, but it ain't coming anytime soon. So, anyway, I'm Shane Harris. Hope you enjoy the evening. And remember, Christmas is a delivery boy's worst nightmare. It's not easy. So, be patient, treat them with respect, and stand up to porch pirates. Anyway, good night.